How much money did you make during the Depression?
And, well, weekly was about average, if you're working someplace, they would give you more than $10 a week. But I had my own shop, and after paying rent, which rent was $35 a month, heated place, right in Detroit here downtown, and then after they raised to $50 was during Depression, I think, or it was after Depression, they raised to 50, but it was 35 cents rent, heated apartment, and then I still, after paying the rent, paying my expenses for the cleaning, so we used to send the cleaning out to the plant, and we used to pay for the cleaning, and they bring back to my shop. I would press it, ladies' dresses, suits. Were not before during the beginning Depression, there was about 50 cents dry clean a suit. Later on, went to 99 cents, 99. All the time I was in business. Before I went to work for Saks Fifth Avenue, my price were 99 cents during the war, especially. So the war came during after Depression. The war came on, so everything was ceiling. Rents was ceiling, and then whatever cleaning was 99 cents was ceiling. Rents, as I said, yeah. So that's where it was. I mean, you didn't make any money during Depression. You were lucky, you had a job, or you were able to take care of yourself.
How much money did you make per week?
Oh, the wages were very low at that time. If you work anywhere, they couldn't pay you more than $10 a week. $10. But later on, I made like 12 up to 50 during the Depression. Not anymore. Because for the tailors, they never paid much because the woman can do the tailoring too. Like there's some women, they're just as good as men. Only thing, the men, well, with me especially, later on when I see there wasn't much money in it, I took out cutting the suit. And that's where it was them days. So you can't just go to Sears or Roebuck's or buy a suit for yourself. There was no stock of all sizes. You had to buy the material and then go to Tailor. Tailor would measure you up. I would measure him up and then cut the suit according to him. That's where it was way back then. Like I said, you can't just go and buy a suit of your size, 38, 40, 45, whatever it is. Maybe they had some department stores, they had it, but there wasn't big variety. So if you wanted a certain kind, or if you were deformed, you know, something like that, they had to get tailor-made, because ready-made suits are made for just the regular guys. Then I took up, later on, I took up cutting the suit. I made a suit for a few customers, my friends, and for myself. I would measure myself, the waist and thing, and then buy the material whatever I want, and then I used to make the suits. And it used to take about, for one man at a time, well, with me, take about a week to make a suit. And then, like it was $25 for the material and lining, things like that, and then $10 for making the suit. Tailor would get $10. So that's about $10 a week. Earning. I mean, there wasn't much. Of course, if you were working in a bank or if you were an engineer, which there wasn't any openings for engineers or electronics or anything like that. And matter of fact, in my time, all we can do is learn tailoring, barbering, shoe repairing, without schooling. See, because in the old country where I was born, there was. Very few people went to college, Sonny, you know, and some of them just went to public school, maybe high school, and that's it. There wasn't much education or learning, any engineering, anything like that. It was all labor. So when I learned the tailoring, because I happened to have an uncle in Canada, and I thought someday, God willing, he might take us to Canada and I'll be able to help him. So in the orphanage where I was after the Armenian massacre, we had to learn a trade. In the orphanage, they used to keep us there overnight and give us breakfast, which was hardly anything. And then during the day, summertime, we had to go out and learn a trade and earn like lunch money or whatever it was. So that's where it was them days. And then, like you asked me what's my trade, it was tailoring from the beginning to end.